Arsenal have made their first signing of the summer, and it is Christos Tzolis from Club Brugge. We kind of knew the deal was coming, getting close. They was prioritising us, just waiting for the fee to be agreed. Seemed the simplest one, and it's now done. You can see David Ornstein, he's the one who obviously let it go out. And Arsenal, Club Brugge, have agreed a fee for Christos Tzolis of 40 million euros, which is about £35 million, I believe, 34, something like that. Obviously, everything's done. He was prioritising Arsenal as well, and obviously it looks like that deal is going to be done now as well. So, listen, happy, not happy would it be, online mixed opinions. Some people not really happy, some people are happy. I don't think many people look at him, have really watched him, to be honest, including myself, so it's really hard to judge. Right now, I couldn't tell you if I think this is a great signing or if it's a bad signing, because I've not watched the guy. Obviously, selling Leandro Trossard, maybe people look at this as maybe getting Tzolis to replace Trossard, and is he going to be better? We don't know. And the guy's only 24, so lots of room for development. You have a look at a few comps, but as we always know, comps don't fully tell the story. But they tell you a bit about the player. He has very good ball striking from what I've seen. When you let him cut in that right foot, he can really wrap a shot nicely. So that's positive. I'm not sure about burst of pace. I've not seen too much of that in the comps and creating separation. So there's concerns, of course, because when you're from the Belgium league, and he's got brilliant numbers, by the way, like 27 goals, 21 assists. He's got ridiculous numbers, but maybe it's a case of like the Gyökeres situation where maybe he had great numbers but didn't quite replicate those numbers at Arsenal. Tzolis, he has great numbers, but as I said, it's in a different league. So listen, about the player, I can't really say too much. Obviously, still as a young player, 24 years of age, so he can develop. And the price, again, in this market, 40 million euros, 35 million pounds. It's not the end of the world. So, it's probably a transfer that the data team looked at. And listen, it's a risk, of course, but if it's a risk that pays off and he becomes a brilliant player, 35 million will look a bargain. So it's not a massive amount of money that really should affect anything, especially in this market when you see the prices going for wingers nowadays. I think the way people look at the signing as if what comes with it, because Tzolis can't be our only signing. If it can't be our only attacking signing, definitely. I still think we need either another left winger, one of Rodgers or Barcola. I think we definitely need. But will that mean Martinelli has to go? So I think that could be a possibility where we just get rid of two and get other two, because our left wing options can't be Tzolis and Martinelli. That cannot be everything. That cannot be our attacking signings. That would be extremely disappointing in my opinion. So I still think we need a marquee winger, Barcola, Rodgers, one of these big guys, and with us all these, so he's not expecting to start all the time. But as a backup, as somebody can come in, just have to wait and see. Don't really know too much about the player, as I said. Obviously, Greek player, not the Greek player in a while actually. I believe Socrates. I believe that was our last Greek player, if I can remember correctly. But yeah, Greek player, don't really have many of those, so good to see him. And as I said, listen, can't really see. I'm only really going to judge him at Arsenal. Just have to wish him best of luck, welcome him to the club and everything, and have to wait and see what he gets on. Good thing is that the signing's done, so we should be able to see him in pre-season and see what he's about and all that. But as I said, the way people view the signing will really depend on other business. If it's just Tzolis and we get another, and it's not a great window, people are going to look at this signing as bad. But if we get everything we need to get, including a marquee winger, including maybe Bruno Guimaraes, defender, etc., then maybe this signing will be very, very good. So it really depends on what else we get. As a backup winger, not really mad about it. I have to wait and see how he does, because again, don't know a lot about him. And have to wait and see, but I guess you have to trust the club on this one. It's not an expensive amount of money, just that you can't really be having him and Martinelli. You have to have another winger there, in my opinion. You can't rely on those two, because I would not be being confident into the season. So maybe not the signing people are expecting, because people want to see the big signings. They want to see a Morgan Rodgers, a Barcola, a Bruno Guimaraes. They want to see these big guys come in, and same with me. But this is the simplest one to do. He really wanted to come to Arsenal. Arsenal obviously, thought that he was worth 35 million, 24 years of age, as I said. So listen, you have to trust the scouting team on this one. You have to trust the club on this one. And hopefully he does well, man. Hopefully he does really well. But again, depends on the other business that comes with this. So I have to wait and see. But yeah, just a short video, because I can't really talk too much about the player, because I don't know a lot about him. But Arsenal have signed Christos Tzolis. I think that's how you pronounce the name as well. I don't know if it's Tzolis, Zolis, like, I'm gonna have to, he's gonna have to tell us himself when he eventually signs. But I'm gonna go with Christos Tzolis at this moment in time. And yeah, have to welcome to the club. Arsenal made their first signing. Hopefully, it's a signing of many, because I think we need quite a few this summer, considering the injuries and priorities and all that. But they haven't made their first signing. Christos Tzolis, it will be an Arsenal player, £35 million, €40 million, decent stuff. And yeah, have to wait and see what else Arsenal do. But that's the first signing done.